Most people recognize Tom Selleck as New York Police Commissioner Frank Reagan, but long before stepping into that role, he had already carved out an impressive career in Hollywood. Selleck skyrocketed to fame in the 1980s thanks to his role as Thomas Magnum in the hit TV series Magnum, P.I. His performance in the show not only made him a household name, but also earned him numerous prestigious awards. While Magnum's Hawaiian shirts and sharp detective skills left a lasting impression, few people realized that Selleck came close to landing two other legendary roles. Curious about the iconic characters he almost played, or wondering what he has to say about Blue Bloods coming to an end despite its long-standing success? Keep watching as we dive into these fascinating details and more. Before we get to those big moments, let's take a look at where it all began. Born on January 29, 1945 in Detroit, Michigan, Thomas William Selleck was raised by his parents, Martha and Robert Dean Selleck. His mother was a dedicated homemaker, while his father built a career as an executive real estate investor. Tom grew up alongside three siblings: his older brother Robert, younger sister Martha, and younger brother Daniel. Although he was born in Michigan, his family relocated to Sherman Oaks, California in 1946 when he was just 3 years old. Selleck attended Grant High School and later enrolled at Los Angeles Valley College to save on tuition costs before transferring to the University of Southern California, USC. Standing at an impressive 6 feet 4 inches, he naturally stood out, earning a spot on USC's Trojans men's basketball team during his junior year. But basketball wasn't his only athletic pursuit. He also excelled in baseball, serving as both a pitcher and designated hitter. Outside of sports, he was actively involved in campus life as a member of the Sigma Chi fraternity and the Trojan Knights. Despite these achievements, none of his activities sparked a deep passion in him. It wasn't until a drama coach suggested he try acting that Selleck considered a different career path. At the time, he was majoring in business administration, but he ultimately decided to leave USC in his senior year to pursue acting full-time. To hone his skills, he studied under renowned Greek director and producer Milton Katselas at the Beverly Hills Playhouse. Just as his acting career was beginning to take shape, Selleck received a draft notice for the Vietnam War. Answering the call of duty, he served in the 160th Infantry Regiment of the National Guard for 6 years, from 1967 to 1973. During his final 2 years of service, he began landing minor acting roles. His television debut came in 1965 when he appeared on The Dating Game, a show he returned to in 1967 while still in college. From there, he secured commercial and modeling gigs, including working as a model for Pepsi Cola. He also became the face of Salem Cigarettes and appeared in a cologne campaign for Revlon. With his undeniable charisma, Selleck quickly became a sought-after talent, leading to the roles that would define his career. In 1971, he starred in a commercial for Right Guard deodorant, followed by an advertisement for Duet in 1972, where he appeared alongside Farrah Fawcett. That same year, he was featured in a Safeguard deodorant soap commercial, and by 1977, he was endorsing Close-Up toothpaste. These early commercial appearances played a crucial role in propelling his career forward, opening doors to bigger opportunities. Selleck made his film debut in the American comedy Myra Breckinridge, where he was personally invited to the set by Hollywood icon Mae West. After that, he secured minor roles in various films, including The 7 Minutes in 1971 and the mystery thriller Coma in 1978. He also became known for his recurring role as a private investigator in the Rockford Files throughout the 1970s. His first major leading role came in 1972 when he starred as American Museum curator James Robertson in the horror film Daughters of Satan. Though he showcased his talent across different genres, Selleck developed a reputation for excelling in westerns. Given his passion for the outdoors, marksmanship, and firearms collection, cowboy roles came naturally to him. Over the years, he starred in 5 Western films: The Sacketts, Concrete Cowboys, The Shadow Riders, Quigley Down Under, and Last Stand at Saber River. His performance in Last Stand at Saber River was particularly outstanding, earning him the prestigious Western Heritage Award in 1997. Tom Selleck's acting career started with small roles before he eventually rose to prominence with major leading performances. However, it wasn't until he was cast as Thomas Magnum in Magnum P.I. that he truly became a household name. His journey to stardom was far from easy. After starring in 6 TV pilots that never made it to air, he finally landed the breakthrough role that defined his career. This was a testament to the idea that opportunities meant for you will always come at the right time. For those unfamiliar with Magnum P.I., Thomas Magnum was far from an ordinary detective. He was a former Navy SEAL who had served in Vietnam before transitioning into his new life as a private investigator. Trading his military uniform for colorful Hawaiian shirts, he cruised around in a Ferrari 308 GTS while solving cases with the keen instincts and tactical expertise gained from his service. With his signature mustache and his ever-present Detroit Tigers cap, Magnum P.I. became one of the most iconic television series of its time. The show enjoyed an incredibly successful 8-year run, and by the time it concluded in 1988, it had solidified its place among the highest-rated one-hour programs in rerun history, further proving its lasting appeal. Years later, Selleck revealed his vision for a Magnum P.I. movie. If it had been up to him, the film would have picked up right where the series left off, following Magnum as he rejoined the Navy and built a distinguished career as an officer. However, this idea never materialized. Long before the reboot of Magnum P.I., Selleck had hoped that producers would approach him about bringing the story to the big screen, but to his disappointment, that call never came. Reflecting on the possibility of a Magnum P.I. film, Selleck once joked, "I assumed they'd recast me as a 17-year-old going through puberty. But a good movie shouldn't just be a reunion where everyone looks older. It should actually catch audiences up on what happened." Reflecting on the possibility of a Magnum P.I. film, Selleck once joked, "I assumed they'd recast me as a 17-year-old going through puberty. But a good movie shouldn't just be a reunion where everyone looks older. It should actually catch audiences up on what happened." Beyond his roles as Thomas Magnum and Frank Reagan, Selleck left a memorable mark on audiences as Dr. Richard Burke in Friends. During the show's 2nd season in the 1990s, he portrayed Monica's charming yet complicated older boyfriend. Richard was an accomplished ophthalmologist and a longtime family friend of Monica's parents, which highlighted the considerable age gap between them. Despite this, the undeniable chemistry between them made their romance one of the most engaging storylines in the series. However, their relationship ended when Richard admitted he didn't want children, a decision that ultimately drove them apart. Although Selleck only appeared in 6 episodes, his performance left a lasting impression. His agents had initially discouraged him from taking on the role, but his decision to ignore their advice paid off. In 2000, his portrayal earned him an Emmy nomination for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Comedy Series, demonstrating his versatility in both drama and comedy. In 2005, Selleck took on the lead role of Jesse Stone in a made-for-TV film series based on Robert B. Parker's novels. Playing a seasoned lawman who moved to a small town, he captivated audiences over the course of 9 films. Not only did he star in the series, but he also stepped into a producing role. By the 5th installment, Jesse Stone, Thin Ice, Selleck's creative influence extended even further as he contributed to the script, crafting an original storyline that fans enthusiastically embraced. 2 years later, in 2007, Selleck returned to television drama by joining NBC's Las Vegas for its 5th season. He portrayed A.J. Cooper, the new owner of the Montecito Casino, marking his first major drama role since Magnum P.I. As always, his presence on screen was magnetic, smoothly taking over the spot left by James Caan, who had exited the series in the same episode. Given his striking looks and effortless charm, it's no wonder Selleck was widely regarded as a heartthrob. Even as the years passed, his appeal remained strong. He married his first wife, actress and model Jacqueline Ray, in 1971. During their marriage, he adopted her son, Kevin Shepard, who later became the drummer for the rock band Tonic. However, after 11 years together, the couple parted ways in 1982. Love found Selleck again, and on August 7, 1987, he tied the knot with Jilly Joan Mack. The couple welcomed their daughter, Hannah, on December 16, 1988. Beyond his work in Hollywood, Selleck leads a fascinating life, filled with diverse interests. He has also shared his thoughts on the end of his hit show Blue Bloods, offering a glimpse into his perspective on the series' conclusion. Selleck's passions were evident even during his college years. A talented athlete, he played both basketball and baseball. His love for the outdoors is well known, but he's equally enthusiastic about indoor and beach volleyball. He even played as an outside hitter for Honolulu's Outrigger Canoe Club. His dedication to volleyball didn't go unnoticed. Dennis Berg, a former teammate, recalled in a 2011 interview with Volleyball USA how hard-working Selleck was, despite his demanding schedule on Magnum PI. Unlike the small gatherings he typically enjoyed with close friends and family, Selleck embraced the excitement of national tournaments, proving his adaptability in any environment. Another sport he holds dear is ice hockey. A devoted fan, he is often seen attending games, particularly those of the Los Angeles Kings at the Staples Center. However, baseball has always had a special place in his heart. Having played in college, he later became a minority owner of the Detroit Tigers, the team he grew up cheering for. This connection proved invaluable when he prepared for his role in the 1992 film Mr. Baseball. To get into character, he trained with the team during spring training. For 3 weeks, he fully immersed himself in the experience, taking batting practice and even stepping onto the field in an exhibition game against the Cincinnati Reds. During the game, then-manager Sparky Anderson unexpectedly sent him in as a pinch hitter. Though he struck out after fouling off 3 pitches, the moment was one he would never forget. Selleck has enjoyed an illustrious career, but did you know he almost played one of Hollywood's most legendary roles? Originally, George Lucas wanted him to star as Indiana Jones, but due to his contract with Magnum PI, he was forced to turn it down. The part eventually went to Harrison Ford, who became synonymous with the franchise. Ironically, a writer's strike delayed production on Magnum PI, meaning Selleck could have filmed Raiders of the Lost Ark without scheduling conflicts. Despite the missed opportunity, he had no regrets, later stating, "I made a deal with Magnum, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me." Indiana Jones wasn't the only role he declined. He was also offered the lead in Baywatch as Mitch Buchanan, a part that ultimately went to David Hasselhoff. However, Selleck passed on the opportunity, unwilling to be seen as just a sex symbol. Over the years, Selleck has been recognized not only for his acting, but also for his strong moral values. In 2000, he was awarded an honorary doctorate from Pepperdine University. He has also been actively involved with the Joseph and Edna Josephson Institute of Ethics, promoting integrity and ethical behavior. Despite his upstanding reputation, Selleck once found himself in legal trouble, over water, of all things. During California's severe drought in 2015, he was accused of illegally diverting 1.4 million gallons from the Caleguas Municipal Water District to irrigate his avocado farm. Though he never admitted to wrongdoing, he settled the case by paying $21,685 for the district's investigation costs. Now, in his late 70s, Selleck continues to portray Commissioner Frank Reagan on Blue Bloods. However, the long-running CBS drama is set to conclude its final season in 2024. Looking back on his time with the show, Selleck expressed deep gratitude for the cast, crew, and especially the dedicated fans who tuned in every Friday night. Although Blue Bloods is ending, Selleck isn't necessarily retiring. While there are rumors that he may eventually shift his focus to his 65-acre avocado ranch in California, he remains passionate about acting. Fans also have something else to look forward to: his memoir, You Never Know, which is set for release on May 7, 2024. For now, viewers can still catch the final episodes of Blue Bloods on CBS. And as Selleck himself has shown throughout his career, you never really know what the future holds.